This over hurdles, and that means 8 flights of hurdles all told, this Holsten Diat Pils hurdle. And so coming on now towards the first flight with Migrator right up amongst the leaders, as is Dolly Mixture Boy in a spotted jacket in second place. Migrator took it in the lead, though, from Dolly Mixture Boy, and Prince of Bermuda at the other end of the field, he took it last. Racing between the first two then, Migrator and Dolly Mixture Boy, followed by Oscar Wilde. Then comes Framar, Here's Why, Gay George and British Crown. And the back markers are Holmore Star, Broadsword, Prince Bless, and finally Prince of Bermuda. They've covered just over a quarter of a mile as we see them head on and coming up now towards the winning post on this, the first circuit, with Migrator in the lead. Migrator chasing a hat-trick of wins, showing ahead of Dolly Mixture Boy in second, then Oscar Wilde is third. In four is the only mare in the field, she's Fra Mao. She's followed by 5 British Crown and 6 on the inside, Gay George. Then after these 6 comes Holmore Star. Behind Holmore Star is British Crown. Then comes Prince Bless, followed by Brave Hussar, Broadsword, Here's Why, and lastly in 12th place, Prince of Bermuda still. Downhill they go now as they make their way on towards the far straight. There's no flight of hurdles, in fact, on this particular part of the course. There was a fence, of course, on the chase course. No hurdles, though, here, and it's Migrator still from Dolly Mixture Boy. Dolly Mixture Boy, a winner 5 times on the flat this last flat season, but having his first outing over hurdles this term. Into the back straight they go, and it's Migrator, John Burke, in the lead from John Snaith aboard Dolly Mixture Boy in second. Right after these two, in 3 now comes John Frankham and Oscar Wilde. Then Holmore Star making ground as they near flight number 3, and Migrator really flies that one from Dolly Mixture Boy. Prince of Bermuda is still last, and Here's Why is last but 1, and Prince Bless is last but 2. Halfway down the far straight here at Sandown. They're now at the halfway point as they jump this halfway in the Holsten Diat Pils hurdle, with Migrator having led from the outset, continuing to show ahead of Dolly Mixture Boy too, but Holmore Star now closing well. Holmore Star, who ran really well in the last champion hurdle. After him comes Framar, then Broadsword, who's made good progress, the favourite, followed by Gay George. After Gay George comes Oscar Wilde, who's lost his place, then British Crown and Brave Hussar in the last 3. Prince Bless, Here's Why, and Prince of Bermuda. Going now to the last over on the far side, the third flight from home, and it's Migrator ahead still of Dolly Mixture Boy in the spots. Then over on the inside is Holmore Star. Up on the outside comes Framar. Behind Framar is Broadsword. Then comes British Crown and Gay George, and still towards the rear are Prince Bless, Here's Why, and finally Prince of Bermuda. Migrator it is, who loves this course, a winner several times here at Sandown, who's made all the running so far. He continues to show in the lead. Migrator from Dolly Mixture Boy, but here now comes Broadsword. Broadsword right up into third, 9 to second goes Broadsword. On to the final 2 flights as they enter the last straight with under half a mile to go, and it's Migrator being chased by Broadsword, the champion hurdle runner-up. Then comes Gay George making good late headway. Then Framar, and after her Dolly Mixture Boy now weakening. Then comes British Crown. John Frankham is pursuing a lone path up the near side with Oscar Wilde, but it's still John Burke and Migrator from Peter Scudamore now, who has the leader in his sights on Broadsword. Then Dolly Mixture Boy. Brave Hussar is also making late ground, as is Oscar Wilde. Holmore Star is out of it right at the back of the field, but meantime, as they come to this, the 8th and final flight, it's Migrator still in front. Brave Hussar the danger in second. Broadsword's got it all to do back in 3. Then comes Gay George, Oscar Wilde being driven up to challenge. Then British Crown, but it's Migrator still from Brave Hussar on the near side. Migrator under the strongest pressure over on the far side. He's gained this horse. He's going to hang on, but here comes Gay George coming to challenge Brave Hussar for second. Up the line, it's Migrator the winner. Gay George gets second just from Brave Hussar 3. Then Broadsword 4, followed in by Oscar Wilde, Prince Bless, who made late Crown. Then British Crown, Here's Why. And the last 3, 10, 11, 12, were Framar, Prince of Bermuda, and finally the early second, Dolly Mixture Boy. Well, Broadsword, who the punters really went for today, he was John Oakes' selection. He was the most tipped horse in the race. He was also Wogan's wager for the day. Sadly, could not do it. Possibly he still needed another race under his belt, and it was left to the horse in form, Migrator, who has now completed a hat-trick of wins, to come and win this one. And in fact, he's attracted the attention of a couple of the anti-post layers who quote prices about him for the champion hurdle. 25 to 1 Migrator for the champion hurdle, quoted by both the Ward Hill bookmakers organization and also by the Tote in the anti-post prices. 25 to 1 then you can get Migrator about the champion hurdle, and certainly at this stage of the season, well, a fair price, I dare say. But remember, of course, that for auction is running in Ireland today. Broadsword will be a lot fitter, and there are several other good hurdlers around the country. This is the winner, Migrator, who made all the running. Let's see again how he so bravely withstood the challenges of everything that came near him. Here's John.
Yes, the form books worked out, and what a fine, courageous performance this was. Migrator jumping the second last really well, as we'll see. In fact, he doesn't jump the last all that well. I was afraid it might have lost him too much momentum. Broadsword at this stage, you see Peter Scudamore pick up his whip in his left hand, doesn't get any real response from Broadsword, and Gay George is coming up past Brave Hussar into third place, but Migrator holding on really well. He doesn't jump this well, as you'll see. He gets in under it, might have lost fatal momentum there. Broadsword jumps it well behind him, but he isn't running up the hill, really, Broadsword. He's run out of petrol by this time, and just look at Gay George. What a courageous performance he puts up. Comes to Where Brave Hussar on this side. Where Brave Hussar out of second place, I believe, but Migrator and John Burke have the race sewn up. They've been in front all the way, and up this Sandown hill, which so often stops front runners, they hold on really well. Wonderful performance by Migrator. I just hear him getting a well-deserved welcome back in the stands. And here comes Gay George, a marvellous comeback from him. The ground not perhaps quite firm as he'd like it, but he's run really well. Will be winning shortly. And Brave Hussar has also run well in third place. Broadsword, I must say, a little bit disappointing, even if, as is probable, he still needed the race. But Migrator the winner. Here's the starting price.
First number 9, Migrator, 11 to 4. Second number 5, Gay George.